Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today I have something kind of special for you guys. I mean, it's special to me at least, and hopefully you guys find it interesting. I got something in the mail I've been waiting for a very long time. I mean, not just because it's slow and it takes a long time for Canada Post to deliver anything, but something I've just been working towards for a long time, and that is of course the 100K YouTube plaque, which just got here, well, a week ago. Now this month I've been waiting for 3 things in the mail, and one of those was a plaque, one of those was Jagex merch that I bought, and the other one was some camping equipment. I want you guys to take a guess which package never got here and I'm losing hope that I'm ever going to get. That's right, that is of course the one from Jagex and my merch. I don't know if I'm ever going to get that. To be fair, I'm not even sure it's their fault. They dropped off an actual notice and I went there to pick it up from the post office and they're like, nope, that doesn't exist. Now, just in case people don't know exactly what these are, it's something YouTube has been doing for a while, and it's one of the most positive things I think they do. Essentially, they are a creator award that you get at certain milestone subscriber totals. For example, this one is for 100,000, there is a gold one for 1 million, a diamond play button for 10 million, and they even custom made one for PewDiePie at 50 million. So just something cool that YouTube has been doing for a while. I really think it's a good idea, and it is very motivating to do. Oh my god, did I take the address off this? Yep, okay. Now first up, before I open it, I definitely have to give you guys another huge thanks. 100K is so surreal still. I really didn't believe it until this thing came in the mail. This was surprisingly more meaningful than I thought it was going to be. I'm not sure exactly why. I think it has something to do with getting something physical for this achievement, because you know what? 20 years from now when I'm working at Burger King's, I don't have any transferable skills, my YouTube channel is dead, RuneScape's dead. At least I'll have this and I can show people as a party trick or something, I don't know. Well, without further ado, let's just go ahead and open it, see if I can do this in frame here. Now first appeared the box. It's kind of cool. Kind of a thin black box, very plaque sized, I guess. It was pretty obvious when he pulled it off the shelf which package was mine, so that was kind of nice. Alright, first up here we have a hand-addressed letter from Susan Wojcicki? Don't know. Well, I'll just go ahead and read it out quickly, it's not that long. You've just done something that very few YouTube creators accomplish. You have an astounding 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. We know that numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope that you don't lose sight of the reality behind that 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel has been touched by what you created. You achieved this milestone with hard work, perseverance, and probably a healthy sense of humor too. What you've accomplished can't be taken away from you. And we'd like to recognize you and all your hard work with the Silver Creator Award, a small token of our esteem and respect. 1 million subscribers may seem like a long way off now, but you're closer than you think, and we're rooting for you. Congratulations, yours sincerely, Susan. Well, thanks, Susan. Okay, here's the grand reveal to see if they spelt my name right. Well, there it is. Everything's spelled correctly, everything's shiny, no fingerprints, I don't think. It's actually quite reflective. And there we go. We got a reflection of myself recording myself on my computer. I'm just gonna go put it back on the wall there so I don't have to carry it. So that is by far the biggest milestone that I have hit. But there's a couple other ones that happened very recently as well. First up here, we've been on YouTube now for 4 years now. And one I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about is I've been doing full-time YouTube now for 1 whole year, working from home. And I kind of wanted to give you kind of an inside look or just my impression of what it's like to do something like this full-time. Because there's been definitely a pretty significant difference between doing it part-time on the side and relying on it as a full-time income and supporting yourself full-time. Hopefully that worked, I don't know. So pretty much exactly 1 year ago today, I ended up quitting my part-time job. It's something that I had been working towards for quite a while, and I decided to finally pull the trigger in June. Now throughout the year, I had been setting goals that if I eventually reached these goals, I would quit my job. And I actually did end up hitting those goals back in January of that year, but I just wanted to wait it out a bit longer, make sure it wasn't a fluke, and made sure my channel continued to prosper before I actually decided to quit. Now, my first few months as a full-time content creator was actually pretty good. I mean, it was the summertime and everything was nice out. But also, if you remember back then, that's pretty much when I started my most popular YouTube series to date, which was the 1GP to twist a bow flipping challenge, so my YouTube channel was just overall doing very well. At the time, it definitely reinforced my decision. I mean, my views were up that month to the highest they'd ever been. Pretty sure that was the month I made the most amount of money at that point. So I felt like I had made a good decision. One thing I noted though is I really struggled with the idea of actually taking a significant amount of time off. I didn't really mind missing a video or a day now and again, but the thought of taking 2 weeks off just stressed me out. I'm not really sure why, but something to do with the YouTube creation process, the YouTube algorithm. It really feels like it's punishing you whenever you take time off. Whether that's true or not, I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure taking a month off wouldn't ruin your channel. But still, even taking 2 weeks off would feel like a pretty big deal for me, where previously at a regular job, I'd be happy to take the time off. I know they're not going to lower my pay when I get back necessarily. Yeah, so the first 2 months were overall pretty good. Now, September hit, and that was kind of when I hit a first bit of a slump in quite a while. And that definitely stressed me out quite a bit for a couple days, a couple weeks. Now, one thing I really came to realize quickly is that my mood was heavily influenced by how well or poorly my YouTube channel would do on the daily. Not even just a general thing, but if my YouTube video performed poorly, I was in generally a worse mood. Not necessarily I was in a terrible mood, but I could definitely track how good I was feeling based on my YouTube statistics. I'm sure most people could agree that that's not very healthy or a good thing to do because you don't have that much control over that. So why would you base your feelings off that? Now, about a year later, I would say that things are quite a bit better. YouTube statistics still do a bit influence how I feel, but not on the daily. It's more of a general trend I look at. I don't really base anything off a individual video's performance because that doesn't really mean much. You're better off looking back at the last couple months to really see how your channel is doing. So I think after a couple of months, I finally accepted that, well, YouTube is never going to be a straight, perfect line up or even horizontally. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and the less I really worry about it, the happier I'm going to be overall. And now that I've come to that realization, I can without a doubt say this is the best job that I've ever done. Am I still worried about RuneScape losing popularity or getting ruined, YouTube going down or getting destroyed, my entire channel being demonetized? Yes, I still worry about that, but in my mind, I've already been given a huge freebie with the current state of the world, where my job is not only secure, but flourishing in a time where many jobs are not. So I'm going to take that as a win. And so even if I lose my job in a year or two, that is really just going to be breaking even with a job I probably should have lost during the whole lockdown thing. But just to clarify here, by and large, this job has been the best. I always look forward to doing it. I wake up in the morning not stressed or worried about going and working for someone else. That is a huge gift. I consider myself extremely fortunate overall. So for me at least, the pros of doing a job like this greatly outweigh the cons. And not for everyone, surprisingly, working from home doesn't actually work for everyone. Now that everyone has gotten a taste of working from home from the lockdown, it's not for everyone. It seems like it would be because you get free time, you get to do things whenever you want. You don't have to have a boss directly overseeing you or no boss at all. But it doesn't come without its challenges like staying focused, not getting bored or complacent, and having all that free time. A lot of people don't know what to do with, and some people get depressed doing it. So honestly, working from home, being a YouTuber, being your own boss is something that takes a bit of acclimating, but I personally think it's a worthwhile use of time. Now, something I really am kind of working towards in the future is the idea of retiring early. For those who are not enlightened yet, it is called FIRE, which means financial independence, retire early. The idea is that you live below your means, save a lot of money, and you can retire at an earlier date because you have such a nest egg built up. So I think even more personally for me, doing a job like this is kind of somewhat preparing me. So if I do actually succeed in that endeavor, hopefully I will already be used to having free time, filling my days with meaningful things that aren't just straight up work, or at least maybe it's work that I quite enjoy, but normally I maybe wouldn't get paid much or anything for it. So in the end, I really want to do YouTube for as long as people are watching me. Will I do RuneScape videos forever? At the rate I'm maxing, probably. I can probably do 3 years of just runecrafting, but you know what, I'm just going to do it as long as I enjoy it, and it's been 4 years. Honestly, I think I enjoy it as much, if not more. RuneScape is a game that just has such a large amount of longevity to it, partly because it takes so long to level up, and partly because there's just so many ways you can play it, different game modes, restricted accounts, you know what, there's just a ton of different options. And in my opinion, pretty much an unlimited amount of video ideas. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Kind of a ramble. I wasn't really sure what I was going to talk about, but you know what, hey, it's a video. Once again, I really appreciate everyone who is watching. It's still crazy so many people are watching my videos. So thanks once again. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.